Hello, everyone. I'm quite excited, very excited to be doing this particular session today because Linda, who is with me, is also an angel communicator, angel channeler, angel, I guess, angel representative in the Earth world, and we have been talking a little bit about how sometimes when you've made something really beautiful and you want to share it with the world, that there can be some doubt and some fear that comes in about will people want what you're offering, and then if they do want it, will they pay for it? So will you be successful? Will you be able to make a living? Will it be popular? All these doubts come in and they sort of get in the way, and they sort of block the flow. So it's not that they totally block the flow, but they sort of interrupt the flow. So there's this beautiful idea that comes and you're like, wow, I'm going to create, an angel pendant or an angel earring or an angel painting or whatever it is. And you feel this beautiful energy as you're creating. And then there's this, like, it's like a switch, isn't it? From the creation part to the marketing
Yeah,
or the sales,
yeah, yeah.
getting it out to the world.
Putting it out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's suddenly a disconnect, like you say, or there's, I just get filled with, oh my God, that's not good enough. And, it doesn't have the value, how can you ask that money for it? That mindset of it's not worthy. I'm not worthy. It's
I'm
not,
not worthy.
my gifts aren't worthy.
Yeah. And it's sort of linked to how we feel about ourselves in a way, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yet, you've done some really beautiful things. We've got so many talents, and like you were saying earlier, it just, all that fear turned out to be absolutely unfounded, because you just did a beautiful, beautiful session and lifted, the whole experience was lifting for everybody.
Yeah, and I think that's what that can happen when you get out of the way, and when you
Right.
yeah, when you're willing to trust and jump in and be vulnerable, all these things.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're just going to tune in and see if we can get some guidance together about how we can, I suppose, upgrade that thought about sharing our work, and whether it be valued by other people and whether it be of value to other people. Because I suppose it's about being of value as much as it is being valued, isn't it? We want,
Mm-hmm.
we want to give people something
Yeah,
that they're going to love and that they're going to feel
sure.
happy about. Yeah, that's what we want.
We want to give something of value, and
Yeah,
that's the lovely thing, is the intention is to give something that really will, change people's way of up level them,
top
and
level.
in some
Make them
way.
feel
Yeah,
good. Make them feel good.
yeah, yeah. Bring some joy and,
Yeah.
yeah, abundance. Yeah.
Okay, so I will just. I feel like the angels are bursting to speak on this subject. So. Yeah. Whew. Yes, we are very excited to be speaking about this because it isn't always possible for us to really verbalize these thoughts. And we've had many opportunities to communicate with you, Linda, and with Victoria energetically, and to raise your vibration and allow you to feel our frequencies. But there is also a necessity to assist you in having a sort of more material experience because you're in a physical body, and so you have a physical life, and we wish to assist not just with your mental and emotional life but also with your physical life. So we wish to assist you in being very materialistic in the sense that you can bring your work to the world and you can know its value, and it can be valued and appreciated, and it can be um, there can be a financial reward, there can be a financial exchange which benefits everyone, so that the person who buys your object or your service is delighted. And when we say delighted, we mean that quite literally. They're lighted up by your offering, your work, and they are more than happy to reward you in whatever way works for you. So whether money is helpful, yes, then they are very, very, very happy to pay for this. And they're always reminded whenever they look at or feel or wear the object or avail of the service, that they're always reminded not just of this joy, but that they actually feel the joy. So it's like an ongoing booster, it's an ongoing amplifier, and it's an ongoing vessel or channel for joy for people and prosperity also, because it is important in your world to acknowledge prosperity as a, a not only necessary but also highly how should we say, it's a highly spiritual quality. It's a very beautiful quality. It is as beautiful as joy and creativity and healing and all the other things that you think of as being high vibrational. So prosperity is a high vibration that accompanies your accessing your unlimited self. So when you access your soul, you know your soul is totally abundant because your soul is unlimited. And your soul can work with light and energy to bring through certain elements that become physical. So, such as a body, or a place to live, or whatever it is that your being in a human being sense requires in order to function. So it is like food, it is like water, it is like air, all these essential qualities for you as human beings, and prosperity is one of these. So we notice that there is a tendency to view prosperity or the pursuit of wealth as being somewhat unspiritual, somewhat selfish, and we would love to rehabilitate or reintegrate the idea of prosperity as something that's very joyful and very expansive and very useful in your journey to being more of yourselves. So, being able to explore more of yourselves, the more prosperity you can bring into your own lives, the more you can share with others, and the more you can share in ways that are meaningful to uplift and to enhance the lives of not just human beings, but also of all kinds of other beings, including animals and plants and the earth itself. So, the more powerful and wealthy you are, the more useful you are in very positive ways. And of course, you have perhaps seen evidence of people becoming wealthy and at the same time not so helpful. And let us just leave it at that. We do not need to delve into that. You are all familiar with that. And that is your human right. It is your human um, free will at work. You have the choice. You can be wealthy and mean, or you can be wealthy and generous. You can be wealthy and harmful, or you can be wealthy and helpful. But it is important that you realize that you do have the opportunity and the choice to choose to be wealthy if you wish it. And of course, not all of you wish to be super rich. Some of you just wish to be comfortable, but this is also your prerogative, and you may choose whatever works for you, whatever suits and enhances and um, contributes to you being you. So it is this essential you that is the important thing. And the freedom to express those desires of the heart, those ideas which fire your imagination and bring you excitement. Because you can tell always when you feel excitement that there is something in this. Excitement is power. Excitement is energy in motion, and it can be brought into your creativity, and it can be brought into your work, and it can be brought into the ways that you serve and uplift. And we have noticed that you, in particular, Linda, get a great deal of excitement from bringing joy to other people. And ultimately, this is what motivates you. So that when somebody buys one of your angel pieces, you can feel that they are getting a transmission from you of pure love. And it is your way of supporting and enhancing these people. So it is not merely a piece of jewelry, it is actually more of a talisman. It is, and it also brings their attention to more of what is possible for them, in that it's like opening a doorway into connection with angels, connection with guides, and connection with frequencies of joy and harmony and love and healing and all the beauty of the world, because beauty is something that you also bring. And this is very important. Um, it is a very high frequency, and it very much enhances because it soothes. It is very, it's delightful. Again, it is a delightful quality, beauty. So we would love to share with you a little bit of a guided meditation to help you to dissolve anything that might be in the way of your knowing that all of your work is a conduit or a channel for joy and beauty and prosperity and harmony and cooperation and imagination and creativity and all of the beautiful things that you wish to share and contribute. And so, if you just gently bring your attention now into your heart and just feel the love that you love to share as you bring through these objects of angelic beauty. And just bringing your all of that attention here into the heart and feeling your appreciation mainly here for your role in being a channel for love and beauty. And just allowing yourself to appreciate yourself. And just notice how it feels inside of you as your heart is fed and nourished by this appreciation. Taking the time to acknowledge your own heart and your own desire to share love with the world. I'm just noticing how this feels in the body and what qualities come to the surface now as you appreciate yourself. And allowing us, if you will, to contribute a transmission of appreciation for all of you who are watching this and all of you who have this desire to contribute love and to share love and to channel love for your world. In whatever way you have specifically chosen to do so, with your unique gift. And now just imagining that you can travel a little bit in time and you can meet with the energy of all of those people who will be blessed by your work. So, all of those people who, at some point in your futures and in theirs, will meet with your energy through your work. So, in some ways, we are connecting you now with your future clients and just feeling their appreciation for your work, feeling the joy that they feel, having discovered your work, having purchased it, having begun to use it, to wear it, to value it, and feeling their love for your work. And just allowing yourself to really soak that in, really enjoy it, and really connect with these people. And you might notice that this really affects your energy. It brings a lightness, and it brings a flow, which is moving between you. So it is sort of like a grid of light, lines of light connecting you from your heart to their heart. As though you are thinking of a dear friend or a dear pet or someone you really love. And you are feeling the love bouncing back and forth between you. And every time you love them, they love you back. And as this love moves between you, it grows, it becomes more, and it appreciates itself. So you've set up a resonance of love. And now beginning to include in this beautiful appreciation, including the actual objects that you are creating and making and selling. So just loving them, each and every one of them. And you do not need to be able to see them all physically, but you can imagine them. Just imagining that you can feel the energy of every single one of the objects and allowing this love and this appreciation to flow freely into each and every one, so that you are giving them an infusion of light and love and a blessing, and that as these objects go out into the world, they have become infused with love and joy and appreciation and blessings. And each person who encounters your creations will feel this energy. So this energy is very real. You are creating sacred objects, and they are powerful. And if there are any other human beings involved in the process of your creations, so people who actually make the object with you or for you, or have any part at all in the process, whether they be making the packaging or delivering the parcels or any part at all in the process, just including them now in this beautiful energy of pure love and pure harmony and appreciation. So bringing some beautiful energy and light into the entire chain of creation and production and sales and marketing and every part of the process, making it all sacred and raising its vibration, so that everyone who handles any part of your creation is infused with their love. And it becomes a beautiful operation, a sacred operation. And calling now upon your particular guides and angels, many, many angels, and calling also on your favorite spirit guides and beings of light, and all of those who are assisting in this process. There are many, many beings of light involved in this process, in this chain of creation and production. So allowing them now to be part of this energy and to be also creative here and to contribute their ideas, their input, their beauty, so that anyone who comes into contact in any way with your creations will also receive this energy from all of the light beings who are involved. And asking now that the very, very, very highest possible blessings be able to be channeled through your work. So that anybody who even sees your work is lifted by this energy. you may notice that you feel even better as you think of blessing other people through your work in this way, and of being a conduit or a channel for these high frequencies in every possible way that you can. And just allowing yourself to experience the joy of receiving your prosperity and your financial abundance and freedom, and all of the joy that this is bringing into your life and into the lives of everyone that you touch. For the more joy and freedom that you can bring into your own lives, the more you have to infect other people with and to share with other people. You in turn become a channel for joy and prosperity and financial freedom. So as you do this work, it is very valuable work, and you contribute to the overall harmony of every single one of your fellow beings. And just very gently allowing yourself to float back into your body, and just knowing that you have access to all of this at any time that you choose. And at any time that you feel any kind of doubt about your work and its value, and about the value that you deserve, and that you can be, that you can become. So you are becoming these frequencies more and more as you think of them, and as you channel them, and as you share them. And you will notice that it becomes effortless for you to receive as you step into this role of being a transmitter and a channel in every aspect of your work, every aspect of your life. We thank you for having asked these questions and for having taken part in this piece of guidance, this transmission. And we look forward very much to seeing the effects in your life. Thank you.
That was so good. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That was great. I enjoyed that. Ooh.
There's a lot in that. Yeah.
A lot.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
And the lovely thing is, I feel like I can come back to this as well and just,
Yeah, you can watch
yeah.
it over and over again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.